Tyrese Maxey is one of the most versatile guards in the NBA, and his speed and quickness is not something that is easily replicated. However, after watching this video, you're going to be able to add a couple of small nuances to your game that's going to make you quicker and harder to defend. Lock in as we break down the Boomerang and Stampede or Run Through to help you level up your game. And remember, if you find this video useful, share it with a friend so they're learning as well. Let's start off by talking about the Boomerang. So the Boomerang is a great tactic to use in pick and rolls, especially when the defense is switching. So essentially the ball handler is going to pass out of the pick and roll and then receive that pass back. All right, now a lot of the times the ball handler is going to run through that pass that they're receiving to give themselves an advantage over the defender who's standing still. So here you can see that they get the switch that they want. He's going to pass this ball out into the corner, and then when it comes back, he's running through this pass to get downhill while that defender was standing still. So if we look at it again from this clip, you're going to notice that as this pass is thrown, the defense has to recover, so they're sprinting back to get into help. And then when you get this pass back, you have a full head of steam running downhill to a person who's standing stationary. You have clear advantage. Let's look at this from Tyrese Maxey. So here he gets downhill and gives up the pass. So now he's about to boomerang it. Look at the defender. They're in chill mode. So he backs up to create more space, and now he's forcing a long closeout. And notice that he gets into this split stance so he can immediately run downhill. The defender has no chance. Checking out two more clips. This one's a great example. Pay attention to this defender. When he throws this ball into the post, the defender goes over to help or blitz even. And so now when he throws it back out, there's no chance of recovering. And you see it in this one last clip. So Maxey throws it over to Embiid. They slide over to help. The ball comes back. He's going to close out. He's already beat. Now it's just a race to the rim, and he's always winning that. And to be clear here, you do not have to be lightning quick to make this work. Notice what happens with Paul George. Paul George gets this ball and he makes the pass, and pay attention to the defender. They step back into getting the help. They throw it back to him. The space is created. Knockdown jumper. So to review on that, we talked about it being out of a pick and roll, but it doesn't really matter. It can be just in any situation, but the boomerang occurs when the pass is thrown to a teammate and then that teammate receives it back. The ball handler can run through the pass, and that's the Stampede, and that's what we're going to talk about next. But they run through that pass because of the defender who's standing still. So again, just to review, you see it here. They get that switch. They're going to throw this ball out to the corner. They step backwards so they can have room to run through this pass and get downhill for an easy bucket. Getting back to the Sixers, here's another great clip. So they throw this pass across the court and they get this defender to shift and lose the focus on the man that just passed. Then you're going to see them catch in this split stance to get downhill. Now the defense does a great job of recovering, but Maxey's going to run through or stampede through this pass and get downhill. There's no way that they're catching up to him there. So now let's define the Stampede or the run through, and we're going to look at some older clips of Donovan Mitchell. So right here you can see Donovan Mitchell, and he's going to run through this pass, attacking the defender. So as it comes over, he's running through the pass to get downhill and get a bucket. You'll see it again in this clip. Notice how he gets into this split stance, so that foot drops behind him so he can immediately start running as soon as he catches the ball. And this is very similar to your old-fashioned give and go. The difference is for a give and go, you're generally speaking going to get a shot up by the rim. For this Stampede or run through, you're going to get into that split stance and you can still play with the ball and get into a three. We see it here in this next clip as well. The ball comes to Mitchell, he steps into it and knocks down this three. The idea here is to take advantage of these long closeouts that are created from defenses rotating on the court, sliding over into help side and getting downhill as quickly as possible. Whether that's a level 2 finish or if you're getting into a level 1 finish, it doesn't really matter. The whole concept is to get downhill as quickly as possible. And if you don't get a shot up, relocate and you can still get a shot later. So again, just to quickly review here with this clip, the boomerang is when you throw a pass with the intention to get it back and trying to get your defender to rotate over. And then the Stampede or the run through is when you catch in this split stance and you run through the pass that's given to you. And then you'll see it again here with Maxey. He's going to run through this pass, receive it, and have a physical advantage over his defender. Now, as we said before, you may not be able to replicate Tyrese Maxey's lightning fast speed, but what you can do is add these small nuances to your game to give yourself an advantage solely based off of positioning. Now, as always, if you have any questions or you need some clarification, just hit me up, Justin@hoopstudy.com, and if you have any requests for future videos, send those as well.